Hello and welcome to Wild Brick Collector. My name is Mike. I am here to share my Lego passion by sharing my Lego collection. So, actually, I've already done this set before. This was going to be a little bit different, kind of a rant, really. This one here is Star Wars, set number 7672, Rogue Shadow. It is from the video game Star Wars Force Unleashed. This one here is 482 pieces, 3 minifigures. Came out in 2008 and it sold for $50, $49.99. Why am I going to talk about it again? It was one of my first videos that I ever did. Don't go back and watch it. Those videos are terrible. Well, you can if you want. You can see the difference. Although I've still only been doing this for like a year or whatever. I don't know. It was terrible. This is probably a terrible video too. So, why am I doing this? I'm talking about minifigs here today. We got, Captain Juno Eclipse, and then we've got the battle damaged Darth Vader here. And over here it just says Darth Vader's apprentice, but it's actually Star Killer if you know the video game. I don't know the video game, but I do know Bricklink, and that's what it's called there. And for value wise, yeah, so the set, you bought it for $50 in 2008. If you want to buy it now, spend $200. Why? And that's used, and that's because the ship is probably worth about $100, and then the minifigures, they're worth about $100. I did pack it up, so it's all in here because I never played the video game and I needed shelf space, so I just boxed this one up, and then I realized that because I'm a set collector, I have minifigs because the minifigs are with the set. But I've just been going through some of my minifigures there because I've noticed recently that they're worth a ton of value. So yeah, the Star Killer is worth like $80. 60 to 100 depending on where you go, average $70 or something like that. And then battle damaged, he's worth like 25-ish dollars, and then the Juno is only worth like $13. So $100 there, $100 here. What do? I like keeping my sets together, but now if you missed this set and you want to buy it, what do? You go to a used retail outlet of Lego stuff, and you might find the set. You're not going to find the figures. They take out the figures too, or the person that brought it in or whatever didn't have the figures. And if you go to eBay, or a used retail, not used retail, a used online seller, you're going to have to pay a premium to get the figures with the set. Why do people break them up? That's my rant. Why do you take out the figures from the set? Yes, there's value there, but I consider the value together. And yes, there is a lot of space. Look behind me. There's a ton of space. This entire place is just full. I'm out of space. That's why I packed this one up. If I would have just kept the figures out, it's not much space at all, and then there's your value. So I guess I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. So I don't know. Throw out me some comments. I just want to know what your thoughts are. Are you do you understand why people just take out the figures and just sell figures, or do you want them all to be together? Would you want the ship without the figures? So why would people just buy the ship? It's not the set. I mean, it's a cool ship. Okay, yeah. But the entirety of the set is with figures. I don't know. I'm seriously still torn because I was just recently what really brought this up is I was looking behind me. I have the Wookiee catamaran I was going to review, which you probably will see that soon. I just happened to notice that 2 of the stormtroopers on there, and I'm sorry, I don't remember which ones. They had the red helmet or something like that. Those stormtroopers are worth $100 each. So holy smokes, and there's 2 of them there. So that set alone now is just $200 just for 2 figures. Would you just get those 2 figures, or do you want the entire Wookiee catamaran set? And this is falling in that line. There's a ton of different Star Wars sets that fall into that line. Obviously, the very first Jango Fett slave, Jango's worth $300 or whatever, $200, $200 to $300, and the set itself is worth like $50. But if you need the whole set there, you're spending, $300-400. So it's because of the figure. I get it, but it's not a set without. All right, I've ranted. What I want is I want your comments. So, what do you think? Do you separate your figures? Do you sell the figures? Do you keep the figures? Do you just buy a set for the figures? That whole new, oh my gosh, that new little battle pack that has got Rex in it. So that was like a huge thing, right? Uh, the original Rex was worth a lot, and now that there's another one, it's not worth a lot. So is the Lego group paying attention to that? Are they making specific sets for that? There's that new Jedi Bob set that just came out. Is Jedi Bob in 10 years now going to be worth a lot? How about I wrote down the Dark Falcon. You've got Darth Jar Jar, Darth Ray, Beach Luke. Are those figures going to cost $100 in a few years, or are they just going to be, like $13, like Juno here? So, whew, I'm out of breath. Give me some comments. Give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe. Don't go back and watch that old video, or do go watch that old video. I don't know. I need views, but I don't need thumbs down either. Go ahead. Give me a thumbs down if you hated it. Please give me a thumbs up, though. Give me a like and a subscribe. Comment. Appreciate your time.